bodies. Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now. Like it's not. You ain't got nothing to say. Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop going. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. Crazy. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CEO, start the show.
What up, what up? It's the CEO Show podcast. I'm a little behind today, but we're going to catch up real quick. All my people are back.
Yes, sir.
I wish I had a button I could push and the hands could clap and everything could come in. I need to work on that.
Oh, I thought he was going to say a button and like I could come from the floor.
That's what I
come on.
that shit would be dope.
That would have been dope.
That'd be dope as fuck. One at a time.
Mark my words. That's going to be my entrance, guys. My future entrance. Just wait.
Nice. Well, we must got some new money.
Yeah.
David added that feature to the studio. Okay. Shout out to him. Anyway, how y'all doing?
I'm great. How y'all doing?
Gucci bandana. Gucci bandana. Hey.
Yeah.
It is
Somebody's very
Monday.
happy.
Gigi is back from
Yeah.
out of town, out
Glowing
of
and
state.
shit.
One night only. I'm from out of town.
She got flued out.
Here we go.
Miami is now being flued out.
Here we go.
But she wasn't flued out.
Did
Did you
my
enjoy
boyfriend's
Miami?
birthday, and we had an amazing time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, let me help us out. Help us out right quick.
Yes.
So you have a new relationship, fairly new relationship.
Yes.
Explain for women who out there who might feel like, oh, I just met him in the last couple of months.
Right.
We just started dating. What should it look like as far as like how to treat your new man on his birthday?
I don't know, y'all, because I think I did the damn thing. What you
Yes,
think?
she absolutely
I booked
did.
my sus.
We want to know
I
what
had
you
to
did
decorate
though.
the dinner, you know what I'm saying? I bought him his favorite pair of shoes that he wanted, that he asked me to get. Got him his favorite pair of cologne. All that added up was a nice piece of change. Because for men, it's different. Like, for women,
it's triple.
man, you can buy everything. It be $100, you know what I'm saying? $200. Man, one item for a man is like $170 something. Like,
sorry,
the
what
shoes
now?
was $175. The cologne was like $100. And then, yeah, like his meal was like $200. Then I bought his meal in Miami, which was like $200. Then, yeah, it
So
was
you
a
went
lot.
to Miami, you had a dinner, you guys went out that night after
Yes,
dinner.
went on the
together.
yacht, like everything. We really had a good
Baller.
time.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
We really had a good time. So I love you, baby. I had fun.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to Gigi.
You know, you were the topic of conversation for like the first 3 to 5 minutes of the podcast last week.
And what did y'all say?
Well, actually, let me pull out this list. No,
No, so
Petty.
of course, Petty CEO or the other Petty one next to him mentioned that you had posted your guy, and I
How's
was
that
like,
petty?
oh, okay, Facebook
You
or
proud of me?
Instagram.
Thank you, brother.
we weren't being petty.
Thank you, brother.
We were just acknowledging.
yeah, that's it.
We're being
you.
petty.
I didn't receive it that way anyway.
Okay,
So-
What did
Real
Tiffany say?
No,
Hold on.
hold on.
It wasn't important.
Let's
Wait a
see
minute.
that
Wait a
she
minute.
hold it down for you.
No, I
what did she
did.
say?
I absolutely did. So, okay, I know you, Gigi. So I asked.
Lies coming.
No, I asked, was it Facebook or was it Instagram? And they said Facebook. I'm not that active on Facebook. So I asked the question, or I posed the question, what level of severity is a relationship? Does it matter if it's Instagram? Does it matter if it's Facebook? Why or why not one or
What was
the
your
other?
purpose for Facebook and not Instagram?
I did Instagram.
Yeah, she
I
did.
seen that later, though. So I didn't
See?
know there was a difference.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was a difference,
There's-
to be honest.
That's my question.
I
Is
know
there a
Facebook
difference?
is more family oriented, so the bikini bottom beach sexy pics that Instagram
Okay.
got, my family didn't receive
Okay,
that.
I
Because
can
Facebook
get
is
that.
more family friendly. My grandmother's on there, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? They get
So
the
you
front
posted
part
like
of the
his face
swimsuit.
and everything?
Yes, so I did the cute dinner. I
Is
did
that
the
a
dinner.
fucking real question? Did
I
you
did the
post
dinner.
his face?
Yes, I posted.
No, that's
his.
important.
That's
As
important
opposed
for the
to
girl.
what?
Because the coach,
Why
Blur it out.
No, it
as
doesn't
a
have to be blurred out.
podcaster,
Oh my God.
most women,
That didn't
we
work
have
for
gotten
you.
to the thing.
Clearly
No,
did.
I mean-
gotten to the thing where, you know, we cover their face. You know
I'm
what saying?
acknowledging.
No
if I'm
face, no
acknowledging
case.
the relationship, right? What's the
Right.
problem? I'm acknowledging the relationship. It's active. It's well. It's on my social
So-
media. I just this is a protective measure. It's not like I'm hiding him in any way. But
Right.
I would post my guy or on story my page,
Right,
and I would have a heart face on.
right.
it.
Or they'll
I
just
mean,
show their hands or the shoes.
But that's
or
just
the,
me personally. I don't want no one to see what I got going on. That's just me.
So you want people to know you're in a relationship,
I mean,
but you don't want them
if it-
to have access to him.
So the knowing part is not necessarily important to me, but if it's what I want to do on that day, then so be it. You know, I'm not gonna double think like, no, I don't want to post because there's nothing to hide. However, I'm protective like that over my children as well. So I just,
I say throw him up, sis. See what's
I'm not
in the
tagging
closet.
him. I'm not
See
doing
what's
any
going
of that.
on.
So
I mean,
throwing
maybe
him up-
later on.
See what's
but-
going on. Let's learn. Let's get it out the gate, you know, because I don't know.
Oh, wait a
Someone
sec. What do
opened
you
my
mean see
horizon.
what's going on?
Somebody opened up my horizon, was just like, you know, you could be dealing with somebody for years and years and years, and you know, you just show their hand and you just show their pinky and their elbow. And you never really know, you know, and sometimes, not saying it's for validation purposes, I always do things because it's what you want to do. Like, for instance, I put my man up not because I was forced to do it. It was a conversation that we had. I love him. I wanted him to know, hey, babe, look, you're who I'm dealing with. I have nothing to hide. And guess what? I love you. Like, I want to do this. It's your birthday. Like, so I put it up on my own mirror. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't tag his name and all the extra, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
You
do
went
his
all
face.
out.
I
I
didn't
felt
do
like
it.
we should have gave y'all like a nickname. Like y'all was like Lori and Michael B. Like y'all was laid out.
You hear that, baby? You hear that, baby?
Y'all was laid out, kissing on a yacht.
Yes, it was
I was
very
like,
romantic.
shit.
I know.
But
Where you work
at
at?
least
Let
you
me get a
know
job.
from the gate what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something going on.
So what
it
is the
will
problem with
come
posting
out.
everything that she posted, but with a heart face on his face?
Well, as a man, we just want to know why you would put anything over his face. And
Because
not
I don't
let
want
his-
anybody DMing you. I don't want nobody knowing what you look like. That's a protective thing. I don't.
Well, they won't know how to reach him if he's not tagged.
Oh, they
But
will.
to me, with the hard eyes, I still know
They
his
will.
knuckles. I still know the drawers he wear. I still know his jewelry.
Yeah, you know
I
it, but
still
everybody
know
else
it.
won't.
But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
but if
is
there's
another
anybody-
woman would know that,
But
is what I'm saying.
men want that. Like men
Yeah.
want to be shown.
They do. They wanna
We
be shown off
your
like I
face
do.
wants to be shown.
Yeah.
We don't want to feel like you're hiding
Eventually,
something.
it's not that I'm hiding anything at all. What
I'm
would
just
what would
saying,
I be
sissy,
hiding
think
if I'm
about it.
already?
Just be open to
Putting
think
it out.
about it, because that's what I had to do. I had to look
I'm just saying,
within.
as an early, that's a suggestion for early stages in a relationship. I
Yeah.
feel like that's just and okay, so it's a protective measure for both ends. I can
Okay.
say for me personally, if I'm feeling this thing and it's going in a good direction and I'm comfortable and we're together one day and I just happen to put you up, I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna put a heart face on it for one of two reasons. For one, I don't want anybody to know who the fuck you are, because I don't want nobody on your ass. And for two, if this doesn't work, then your face is not attached to me in that way in public.
You don't want your side nigga following you.
It's not my side. It's not. That's not what it is. There's no
My
side.
thing is,
No,
don't
but
put them up
do you
at all
understand
if you
that?
worried about the Prince Charming issue, because that's what I was dealing with.
It's
I don't
not the
want
Prince
everybody to
Charming
see.
thing.
I mean, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, as women, we don't want to be that girl that every relationship she's in, he gets a Facebook post. You get what I'm saying? So I respect that. I get that. Every man is not post worthy. I respect that.
Yeah.
But if you're in something and you think it's the real thing, like, why not put it out there? I feel like as women, we're going through this thing where we like playing the Mr. Wizard Kelly game, hiding the man, when really we need to be putting up. You need to know
It's
what's
not that I'm
up.
hiding him. Again, I
You
just
need
think
to
it's
know
a
what's
protective
up.
thing
Know
for me.
what's up.
People tend to attack. People tend to. Misery loves motherfucking company. So
does.
if we're happy over here, we're glowing, we're growing, we're investing, we're this and we're that.
And
the
y'all
third.
gonna work through it.
Somebody is going to, you know what I'm saying? So
And y'all gotta work through
if I
it.
can avoid
Bruh.
that by any means, while our foundation is getting bigger and bigger and thicker, then I'm okay with that. Eventually, I don't mind showing your face at all. But for right now, until I'm 1,000% solid, until I just know, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel comfortable doing that
I don't
at the
know.
very least.
I'm glad I ain't had this shit in my early 20s.
I
'cause
know
this
that's
is too
right.
much decisions to
Isn't
be
it a
making.
lot?
You know, and for me
It's
too,
a
because I was
lot.
married throughout the whole process. But yeah, I mean, that's the way I would carry myself right now, is what I'm saying.
Because I did the
So-
whole 2 years not showing it, and bloop, he had a whole baby on me. So it's like, at the end of the day, it ain't no method to the madness.
You just
We're
speaking
no
all
method
truths
to
on
the
this bitch today, huh?
madness. It's no method to the madness. All I'm saying is, as women, sometimes I just want us to be more open and like to think outside the box. Look at both sides. That's all I'm
So
saying.
do you feel like-
nothing's wrong with how Tiffany feels at all? I'm not saying she's wrong for feeling that way,
Yeah.
but also be open to like think, hey, let's learn from the gate. What's up? Sometimes, like, learn from the gate.
So do
Why
you-
wait 2 years?
So do you feel like your perspective on your your perspective on your decision making is jaded by your past experiences?
No, I just feel like, I don't know. I honestly feel like this time I want to do something different, because I honestly feel like I got something good too.
Well, that is all that matters. She feels
Yeah.
like she has something good. I heard you say that somebody had a baby on you. We ain't gonna go there. Usually I
Yes.
would, but we ain't gonna go there. Out of respect for your new relationship,
Yes.
we are going to leave the past
in the past. And that's where it's at. I don't want
and we
nobody
are
to think I feel
going
no way.
to
either.
move
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
On a sadder note, there was a young
Sadder?
kid, 19 years old. He played for the University
yeah.
of Kentucky.
Yeah,
His name is Terrence Clark. His agent basically says he was going in the draft. His name was going to be called. He died in a car accident last week. That is super sad.
There's video footage.
Just a whole lot of
no.
RIP
I
lately,
couldn't even
man.
watch
This
that.
is
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah, a lot of like old school. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. Not a lot of old school. I guess you can call them rappers have been like off.
Black Rob.
Black Rob, DMX.
Shock G.
What's the
Shock
one with the
G.
funny nose?
Shock
That's
Shock
Shock
G.
G.
West Coast.
You know, like back to
Bay
back to back
Area.
to back to back. You know.
What's
Death
killing me
comes
with
in
that
peace.
whole situation though, I watch people and they try to make a deeper relationship, like Shock G, for example.
Yes.
His music catalog is limited. It's not a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of music. But I watch people, he was so deep, he was so this. Are you talking about the same motherfucker that I grew up
I heard he
listening
was
to?
two different rappers. Is that true?
Humpty Hump and then Shock G. He had
Oh,
two
okay.
different
Oh, I
personalities.
know him as Humpty Hump. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I actually learned that fact today by my neighbor. Shout out to your neighbor.
Well, Tiffany's neighbor is teaching hip hop education
101.
101 in the parking lot of where Tiffany lives.
Another great
I
tip.
was taking it to a liquor store. That's what. I was doing my neighborly duties.
Oh,
Not
my
neighborly
God.
duties, girl. Good day.
But yeah, we were coming in here. We talked about Sweetie. We know, as we all know, Sweetie and Quavo had a very public breakup in the past few months. In the past couple of months, they had a very public breakup. One of the things I don't know too much about Sweetie and her music or her background or anything like that. Like I get spurts.
I hope there was a zoom in.
I get spurts every
Wait to
now
chime
and then
in.
from like I know that she's related to Gabrielle Union.
Yep.
Cousin, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cousins.
I know she has a mom who's really pretty, I think.
She was
From
a
what-
video
Video
vixen.
vixen.
Oh Lord, this gets worse.
Damn.
Lord.
All right.
Should I move on to another topic?
Got some
Video
musical
vixen.
Let's be honest.
influences.
Sweetie has pretty effing privilege. That's just,
Okay,
that's just what
and
it
that's
is.
fine. It's okay. You can be young. Everybody's promoting. Oh, you're young. Live your life. Have pretty privilege. Whatever. And that's fine. I just think that because I'm big on music.
Okay.
And I don't like when people take music for a joke.
Right.
Yes.
And I feel like it's in a huge state of being a joke currently as music is. And I'm the
see
old
that.
man in the room. So it may be because of my age that I just cannot get with a lot of it. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. I heard Sweetie say that she had PTSD from a interview she did on Hot 97 with Ebro, Paul Rosenberg, and the Hispanic chick that I cannot remember.
Laura.
her
I
name.
think it's Laura.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Laura. And I remember seeing the interview. I didn't watch the interview part. I only watched the freestyle part. And they asked Sweetie to freestyle. And I was like, okay,
Here it is.
there's a lot of pressure to this because I've seen some of your favorite rappers who are out right now who are super successful freestyle, and I thought they were horrible. But so I was like, let me hear a Sweetie freestyle, and I heard it, and I will say, she's worse than bad. She's absolutely.
I was waiting to see where the fuck this was going. I was about to say.
Roll the clip.
She's absolutely horrible, and we will let you see it right here.
Bae lace me with a watch. The diamonds, they be dancing. I could better see the clock tick tock. Whoa, that mean your girl real icy. That means I don't got times for girls that don't like me. I be minding my own biz, but they check up on me like a parent does a kid. How does that really feel? You don't know me and don't like me. That's a very special skill, nigga. Well, let me share a little something. My skin is real light, but I like my liquor dark. Let me get something with Henny if I'm chilling out the bar. Lot of fishes in the water, but I'm feeling like a shark. Like my weather from the west and my nigga from the east. I'm looking like a beauty, but I'm moving like a beast. Sweet to east, the beat got me on repeat. If you didn't know, I'm the eighth wonder to see. If you asking about who's hot, you better ask about me. I don't know what's finding women with a college degree. How to gossip when you too busy out being a queen. Gossiping don't get money, so that ain't in my routine, nigga.
All right. That was a clip of Sweetie freestyling in an interview. And Ebro sat there
going.
And they wanted to hear Ebro's feedback. And I'm just like, Ebro is a guy who's really, really like a hip hop head. He actually works for Apple.
Yes.
In their, like, as far dealing with music. I can't remember his exact title, but
They
respect his musical opinion. And,
yes. His expertise.
his A&R ability. They respect. So they've hired him. She's bad. For someone who loves Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my goodness, that's not the only female rapper I adore.
I said loves Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't say you didn't love nobody else.
Minaj as well.
Okay, those are two women who can really, really go.
You better know it.
All bullshit aside, like they can stand up to men and go.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So, what do you feel like? Like, do you think it's okay enough to just have pretty privilege, or do you think like? Because you told me something about a boot camp.
Yeah, she's in artist development, AD, and sis needs to be there. Congratulations,
How
sweetie.
long is that program?
I am proud of you. Now, I don't know the details to the program. Nobody know where this school is located.
Oh, my God.
But all I know is sis made an announcement, and I'm glad you up in there, okay?
It's in the
She
back
said
of
she
the
been
West End
taking
Mall.
pictures at her boot camp, and and I'm just proud of sweetie. Because sis, you need to go. You need to go. And I'm glad. Like, I'm glad you going to level up. You going to turn up on Offset ass. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go triple platinum, quadruple platinum, all that. So I can't wait for her to get out of
You
boot
about
camp.
to buy every fucking copy of that shit?
I hope so. I hope she just wows us.
That's the only way she going
I
fucking
hope she
triple
wows
platinum.
us. Yeah.
Because
It
that
sounds like-
shit was horrible. Like, really.
It sounds like a PR stunt to say that she's going into
And
A&R
not give any
development.
information.
And I only say that because it doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't.
Oh.
But she
that doesn't
needs
exist
it.
in the
See,
music
you
industry.
know she needs it.
She
And
does.
some of these artists
She
out
doesn't
here
really need it. I won't say she needs it.
See, yo.
Cardi B
See,
is
yo.
the same thing. She's not as bad as Sweetie, but
that's
Cardi
'cause
B
she has
is
a
definitely
team.
yes, and she's priority.
Yes.
At her record label.
Yes.
If Sweetie becomes priority or is priority, because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who's priority, and I don't even know who she's signed to.
Okay.
But if someone puts big budget, big money behind her and says, look, she may not be able to rap the best,
Right.
but we can put the best producers, we
Yes.
can put the best
Writers.
Rappers,
we can put the
all of
best
that.
writers,
Yes.
and make it
That's
a
it.
hit.
That's
They can
it.
write for her.
I'm telling
they
you.
can teach her how to
That's
say
all
things.
you missing. Because when it comes to Sweetie's personality, first of all, beauty alone, baby girl. Okay, you unfuckwittable. Okay, next, if we add them bars, baby.
Not according to Kevin Samuel. She said
Well, according to
Can't
glad
nothing
you said
stop
so.
Can't
Gigi
nothing
was
stop
not
you.
here last
Oh,
week.
No,
my
I heard about
God.
Kevin hating ass. She'll never give him a chance. Tell him sis pretty girl
That-
shit. We ain't never giving that nigga a chance.
I don't think he give a fuck.
So
Next-
without,
And guess what? She don't either sitting on her millions. Trust me, she don't either.
Oh my God.
She ain't missing a wink of
They
sleep.
not depending on rapping.
Speaking
Know
of
that.
Kevin Samuels,
Yeah.
he said Sweetie was a 6, but we're not gonna go there. We know
And
why.
what
he's,
the hell is he?
is her body done?
I don't know. If it is, it's probably lightly. You know, she keeping it cute.
I was
petite.
saying, she ain't really got nothing. What are you
Yeah,
talking
she
about?
keep it cute.
What's
petite.
done?
Probably got a little booty.
About to
Got
say,
a little
she got a
boo-boo.
small frame.
She might got a little boo boo at it. I don't know though. She
What is
sexy.
that?
Yes, Sweetie's a bad bitch. Y'all better Google, do your research.
Okay.
That's called Photoshop. Anyway,
Do your research, y'all. She's a baddie.
I've seen her in person, been sitting right next to her, and it ain't
She's a
like that.
baddie.
Let me tell you that right now.
She a baddie.
Julio is not a fan of Kevin Samuel, so we sent Julio home to do homework.
Okay.
And
Really had
because
homework.
He,
I really had homework.
Yes,
Did you
because
do
Kevin Samuels was on Joe Budden podcast, hour and a half interview, and we heard it, but we wanted to know what Julio thought
But
about
wait,
it.
did you?
She didn't pay attention.
No, but I heard about him talking like through
You
social
saw
media.
clips.
Yeah, I seen the clips, and he calling her a 6, and I just could not believe it. But go ahead.
Kevin Samuels. Fuck we gonna dig in here first at.
All right.
All right. As I stated, you
Yes.
were not here. There was probably validity, and I said that on the show, to stuff if you listen to a whole interview as opposed to clips.
Okay.
I will say, just like Tiffany, my opinion of it is a little different. But I will say I need to listen to him in his own element
Yeah.
Okay.
to get a full take
Yeah.
on it.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen to some Kevin Samuels.
So to listen to him on there, a lot of it I can say the point of view he's coming from. I can agree and see where he's coming from. So that part I get it, because you saying this you want 150, but why do you want it? This is all based on dealing with rich guys. But a lot of his fan base that I hear from are dudes who make 40. So shut the fuck up and it don't apply to you. But I agree with what he's saying. I agree with the premise. I just don't like the way his
delivery.
approach to shitting on some of these females.
So what part of it made you agree with it?
He broke down, like they told me beforehand. They let me know, oh, he goes off statistics. He was like, well, this statistic, and I'm pretty sure if I look these up, these numbers are correct. And it was like, oh, that do make sense. I do like that. So you got to listen to, you got actually, it's one of those things you got to experience the full thing to be like, oh, I get it.
He's not going off of asshole
Emotion.
instinct is what we think he's going off of. So I'm guilty of watching clips.
Yeah.
So I'm developing a mindset off of my emotional reaction to this 30 seconds as opposed to the 32 minutes that he has from beginning to end. And you can see why he's being short, because in the very beginning he wasn't. You can see why he's giving statistics now, because in the very beginning she was throwing, stupid, non-factual things at him. You get what I'm saying? And then his background plays a huge part as to why he speaks the way that he speaks and the facts that he says, because of what he did for a living. This is all built off of experiences, not just I'm a man and I know what the fuck I'm talking about, because it comes off that way.
For those who don't know what he used to do for a living, he basically consulted wealthy men on like lifestyle and like he was like a life coach.
The Derrick Jackson for men.
No,
hell no.
Continue.
Fuck no.
We listening.
No,
Continue.
but he consulted wealthy men who came to him and said, "Hey, this is a space that I need help in." And he's like, the space was women.
Always.
So
yeah.
I watched some interviews with him over the weekend, and they were women who ranged from 22 to 44. I was pretty shocked that a 44-year-old called him, because usually I would think that a bunch of younger women would call him, because when you get older in your 30s, the whole I'm trying to find a rich man kind of goes out the window, because you understand, if you look at statistics say how many men, if you're only willing to date a black man, how many of us make this large amount of money?
Right.
And
it's
are not
very
taken
low.
already.
Right.
Even me, I was pretty shocked at one of the stats I heard him say. 80% of African American children are born currently outside of marriage.
Oh, wow.
That's really, really high. That's like crazy high. And then he said, for the 20 who do, 50% of those end up in divorce. Those marriages end up in divorce, which is, it's basically takes the black community and puts us at the bottom of as far as families. And coming up in the next segment, we're going to talk about this one interview I did see. We are back. All right. The legendary Kevin Samuels, who Gigi does not like, and Julio does not care for, but he's starting to understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Neither one of them like his delivery, which is a universal thing I've heard from people. He's telling the truth, just hate his delivery. It is what it is. I'm of the mindset his delivery is necessary, because we as a people are in this space where we're afraid to tell the truth, because if you tell women the truth, you get in trouble. And
he actually said that shit on Joe Budden.
We think a lot alike.
He actually
I ain't gonna
did.
bullshit
He
you.
actually did say that, because
But
he was talking about being canceled, and they can't cancel him.
You
'cause
can't. I can handle the truth.
I can
It's
handle
the
what-
way you say
to me,
it to me.
honestly, it ain't that I don't like his delivery. It's just everything he says is not factual, actual. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything he says, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Like, some things land that Kevin Samuels says, then some things it just doesn't stick for me. Like, to say Sweetie is a 6.
That don't
Well,
apply
that's
to
his
you.
opinion.
But that's his personal opinion.
And that's where I'm like, okay, so that's not.
All of it ain't gonna apply to you.
Yeah, there it is.
So
There
when he's speaking, and I get this part
'Cause
now,
it's like,
he's speaking
alright,
for
now
majority.
you
He ain't
just
speaking for
reaching.
Tiffany,
and he
Gigi,
says
and Dwayne.
he says that there's one-offs. He says that
Yes.
you can always look to one person and say, your point is not valid because I know one person
Yeah, that
who's
beats that.
otherwise.
Yeah, that beats that.
But it does not
statistic.
beat it
Yeah.
if I'm saying to you, this is the majority.
Majority. I understand.
Like, I could look at you and say, there was a period of time, and it's probably still going on.
But based off what?
Where Beyonce is considered beauty. There's some people who could look at me and be like, not in Africa.
Right.
Because Africans, they like bigger. Yes,
Right.
I understand that. But in America, as a woman, black people look at Beyonce as a standard for beauty. Like, I think it is his opinion to say Sweetie's a 6. Yes, absolutely. I know why he said it.
Can y'all explain the why? I keep missing that part. Y'all keep
I'm
saying
sorry.
statistically, I'm
He's
like,
saying without all of that.
What
He
is
without
says
the
if you
hair.
strip her of everything that's fake on her, and you
Makeup.
break her down to who she actually really
her
is.
natural, beautiful self. Yes, she's a bad
He's
bitch.
saying she's cute. She could grow to be pretty.
At
That's
most,
what
yeah.
he's saying. I don't feed into that because I'm like, what you find
Attractive is different.
Because
Yeah.
she may be a 6 to him, she may be a 12 to
There it
somebody else.
is.
Fine.
Thank you.
I don't get caught up in that
Thank
part.
you.
We all know that beauty is subjective
In the eye of the
depending on
beholder.
who you're talking
And some of
to.
y'all be holding some ugly ass people.
See, is what
Julio.
I told you. See?
Julio.
Get him, Julio. He gonna
Oh
wake
my
Gigi up
God.
in a minute.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to be
Look,
cute.
look,
This
look,
is my
look.
first day back
No.
or whatever.
Get uncute on your
I'm
first
trying to be cute.
This ain't directed at nobody at this table.
Oh, I know it ain't shots towards nobody over in this
yeah.
section.
Okay.
Nobody over
No one over here in this
though.
section.
Well,
Y'all just
It damn
talk.
sure ain't nobody here either.
We're not.
Goddamn minute.
There's nobody at the table.
This cute. The boys matched today.
They sure did. They left us
fuck?
hanging.
Huh?
They left us hanging. Y'all
You guys
matching and
matched
stuff.
No, we ain't.
It's
You got a
cool
t-shirt
Power
on his
Rangers.
polo.
It's
Oh.
cool Power Rangers. I see what's going on.
Hold up now, Gigi. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that.
Continue.
Back to you, Bob.
Anyway, but yes, yes, that is subjective. Someone's what number they are.
Okay.
I actually just found it funny that he was rating women because it's something that men do.
Yeah.
And if
we talked
anybody
about that
tells
too.
you otherwise, it's a damn lie.
Oh yeah, we
Did
know
you know
that's
that?
what men
I didn't
do.
know that.
Yes,
We
girl,
just
that's what
do
men
it amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
I did not know
Um,
that. I
I
wonder
got
what
in
I
trouble
am.
for that.
Do you know what you are?
I don't know. What are we?
You got to ask your man.
On to the.
No, we could,
Because it don't. It's actually
Y'all can't be
irrelevant. It's
honest?
actually
I was
irrelevant.
just saying, like in general.
yeah.
whatever.
Give us a number.
We wouldn't rate you.
Don't
We
be
would rate.
scared.
You would have to tell us somebody, and we would rate them for you.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Oh,
you ain't
that's
real.
whack.
They
Well,
ain't
first of all, I know
real.
y'all. I know
They
y'all
ain't
personally. So
real.
my thing is not gonna be just beauty because I know what
Okay.
y'all do outside
Side
of
of
that.
it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Alright.
it ain't gonna be the same.
I understand. I respect it.
But y'all
They're
give
my
me somebody
bros.
else, and I damn sure rate their ass.
I get it. I get it. Sweetie.
I'm with
I've
Kevin.
never seen Sweetie without
Without-
all
neither
of that
have I,
extra
Yeah,
stuff.
so
I
I
couldn't
gotta
vouch
go
for
with
that.
Kevin on
Like,
that because
yeah.
I don't know what she looks
I
like
didn't see
without
Kim Kardashian for a long time.
Thank
without all
you.
that extra stuff.
And she's a
She's.
I haven't seen her yet.
I've seen
Without
her
makeup.
I've seen her no makeup first thing in the morning. Like they were about to do her makeup,
it. What were you doing?
and she was sitting. Huh?
What were you doing first thing in the morning?
I think I was watching TV. I saw her on the TV. I'm not in Calabasas or wherever the hell she live at. And I'm not
That's
claiming.
probably the first woman. I was just about to say that's probably the first woman CEO was like, hell no, I ain't claiming this.
right.
Every other woman, he's like, well, you know.
you know,
I'll
I was,
claim
you know, I
it if
was at
it's
the
mine.
gate. I was at the gate looking through. Whoa.
Outside in the bushes, the Kanye came through.
Because I'm not that nigga. I
We
don't
had a
walk,
one chance
Whoa,
encounter,
brother.
you know.
I don't walk
I'm
around
courting
claiming.
her.
I was
I'm
courting her.
her.
I told y'all about Maya. I said
ran her
I
to
took
Whole
my
Foods.
shot. I lost. I don't have a problem with that. I don't walk around saying, trust me.
But not Kim K.
Oh, Kim is dope. She's absolutely dope. I probably couldn't do it with her family. That's a little too much.
But you were getting to
But her natural beauty with her
But
stripped
Kim's
from everything.
natural stripped down, she is probably she's probably still like an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because when I rate body. You gotta have body. Because I'm not a person who cares if you got your body done. Like I don't give a damn how much you paid for it. It's
Yeah.
yours now.
Yeah. If it look good, that's
if
how
I
you
can't
are.
pull it off, it's
Then
real
it's
to me now. I can pull your hair off. I can wash your face. But your body, I can't take from you. So if you
Okay.
chose to get it done,
I've heard that before.
it's
A
yours
lot,
now.
actually.
Like niggas don't care about that.
It can
personally,
deflate.
I don't know what it feels like.
It
to
can
touch
deflate
fake,
and
so-
dilapidate.
I've
But
heard
next.
that too a lot.
So it don't matter to me either. I can tell you. It
All
don't.
right.
I think she
It
probably
can
bought it.
deflate.
Yes.
I think she probably bought it.
Y'all didn't
K.
see
Michelle.
doesn't-
y'all ain't see Nicki Minaj's butt?
there's no-
K
there's
Michelle's
no-
butt?
Difference in how it feels, like a fake butt.
I don't
and
know.
fake
K.
titties.
Michelle has the biggest butt I've ever seen.
Not
She
no
got
more.
it done. She got it reduced.
And she may have. This was like maybe 7, 8
Yeah.
years
Oh yeah, she
ago.
got it taken out and
Yeah.
replaced.
She
That
had to
joint
get
was like-
jeans specially made for her because she couldn't fit her hips.
And it was a health issue.
I'm telling you.
Big time. She
That
was
joint,
like-
she would walk past you and you would be like, nigga, it's still here. It was huge. I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
I don't know.
Don't do Kimberly.
He's stupid.
Hey man, if you pay for it, that's your thing. It is what it is.
I personally
But,
don't give a shit.
but my guy Kevin, he he's misunderstood. Like we said, you've only watched clips.
Right.
He's
I
now
watched
watched
some
an
episodes.
interview with him in it. I do think for you it would be difficult to hear, because if I sat and watched someone talk and all they said was black men don't do this and this is what black men and da-da-da, like I would take offense to that as well.
Well, see, I was listening to him because remember I told y'all I wasn't never offended by his delivery. It was something that he mentioned about women being over 30 with no kids, how she's a prize. People didn't like that either. They like, well, something might be wrong with it. Some men like, nah, something wrong with her. She 30 with no kids. But he like, nah, if you 30 with no kids, you still kind of in the mix.
It's less
you
baggage.
Feel me? It's less baggage.
It's less
so I
baggage.
said, wow, because I never even thought of that as a woman, how we view ourselves. Man, I need to get married soon. You know, I'm trying to have a family. I want kids. You know, so to me, I'm thinking like, I'm behind. And here go Kevin Samuels about something. You still in the rankings, little mama. You feel me?
He says
like,
that
damn.
when you start
But
to have
that's
children,
not 100% actual factual. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, nothing is 100%
I can't
actual
explain
factual.
it. I can't explain how it makes me feel. But
But when he speaks on that type of man. Like I don't even have a problem that most men who watch him and love him don't make that amount of money. That part don't bother me. I think that Kevin Samuels, what he does for men is he evens the playing field.
Okay.
Like men have been muted for a very long time. Anything you say negative about women, you are looked at as like public enemy number one. You can't say shit. And he doesn't work for any type of corporation. He is a independent situation going on.
He's a podcaster.
He's a podcaster. He has Patreon.
Which makes me still be like, because it's like, what makes you credible? Like, you're self-proclaimed, you know, whatever. Yeah, you're a consultant.
I think what
image
you can
consultant.
what you can do though is
that's what Derek Jackson, like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like, I don't,
we are not about to put those two in the same
different
category.
levels for sure.
they're different levels, but what I'm still saying is these are some self-proclaimed people based off experiences.
Well, I would say the one thing that Derek Jackson had,
level the playing field, and to me, it's just like
Kevin Samuels don't. He
kiss
had a
my
woman
ass.
at home with a helmet of hallelujah.
Well, I would say that if I don't care what your experience is, if you're pulling facts,
Right.
and they're actual facts, if I go look it up
Google.
and they're actual real facts, I can't really argue
Yeah, I
with
can't
you
be mad
if
at
you're
you.
pulling if you're pulling real facts.
That's
like
the shit that
now,
shut
if
me
you
up.
want to argue with someone who's actually pulling real facts, then you're just arguing for the sake of arguing. That's your business. But for me, he doesn't. He tells you, I'm not just talking out of my ass, and I'm not pulling things out of my ass. Like I'm literally pulling facts that you can go Google.
Yeah.
And there is a real problem, aside from all that, whether you like him or not, in the black community, there's a real problem when it comes to family. It's not on the top of women's list anymore. It's just not. Like, and that's me telling you that, and someone can stand up and I will look at you and say, look at the numbers. It tells you it's a problem. We are the only race of people where it's a problem. It's like, as a man, you have to be 10 times as good to be respected as a father, even as a man. Like, one of the biggest things he said, and I know you heard this on Joe Budden's podcast, he says, how come Hispanic guys or can come to this country, stand outside of Home Depot, and I've hired them myself recently, but can stand outside of Home Depot, get odd jobs of work for the day, go to do it, come home and be a king to his wife or girlfriend. But as a black man, we literally have to go to Harvard to do that. I promise you. And you have a situation where, yes, you found love, cool. That ain't the norm in our community.
Okay.
It's just not currently. It's not.
That's really not. I don't know how many females I've heard them talk shit about the dude they going home to. He ain't shit. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. And I'm like, but you with him though.
It's normal. Yeah.
Or you was with him for 5-10 years and he was still that ain't shit dude and you was going home to him faithfully. Why would you make him feel like that? What did you do to uplift him? What did you do to support him? Because dudes will do that. We'll support, if you're a go-getter, we'll support you. We'll help put you through school, you know, whatever we can do to get you through those situations.
Right.
A lot of times, and this ain't everybody across the board before people jump in comments, won't do the same. It ain't everybody, but there's a good amount of y'all that won't.
Okay.
Just he ain't shit. maybe you ain't a shit person and keep tracking ain't shit people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a lot of it got self-reflection and self-healing.
And that's what he does to people. He
Yeah.
holds a mirror up to you and says, hey, this is what's going on in your life. And people automatically get defensive. And I get it because it's hard to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Like Derek Jackson, Steve Harvey, they are loved. You know why they're loved? Because they walk around telling women, you are the shit, niggas ain't shit.
And it's hard for men to hear that sometimes.
No. But that's why they're loved. That's why they have
and it's hard for men to hear that.
That's why they have a platform. I don't have a problem.
It's both ends of the spectrum is all I'm trying to say. Be open to both ends of the spectrum. How he's giving the raw, hard truth and speaking from a man's. A man is actually speaking from our man, so men can actually understand how I feel and how I might think. So this ain't an impossible task.
I think it goes
It's
both
not.
ways. I think
So
it's
it's
I
like,
think it's
you know what I'm
people
saying?
in general
There it
have a
is.
hard time of hearing the truth. And with Kevin Samuels, I applied this to him and I learned this dealing with people in radio.
Yes.
Take out how they're saying the shit and listen to what
they're
saying.
saying.
There
They're
it
yelling,
is.
okay, cool. But are you late? Get your ass there early. Are you this? Then fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, yes, I look at Derek Jackson and I look at Steve Harvey. They pander to women,
They do.
which is why they have
In
a
your
platform and why it's been successful. And anybody who does otherwise up until now has not been successful to do otherwise. He is the first person you can look at, which is why he, like, that's a reason women continue to call him. It ain't because they just like to hear the nigga talk bullshit. Clearly something he's saying
Is registering.
is registering to them. And it's actually something they want to know that they're not doing correctly.
And just to touch base on that, that's why I guess I grew respect for him because of where he's coming from. So he was consulting these men not on their love life. It just happened to be a topic that was consistently brought up. And he noticed, I guess, him being an analyst, right? That's what you call him. Okay, I have 10 clients, and 8 of my 10 clients have the same issue with different women.
Right.
So what's the problem? So then I believe he started his podcast talking to men, and it wasn't necessarily getting him anywhere.
Yes.
And then he switched over the energy of directly speaking to women, and that's where the shit took
Derek
flight.
Jackson?
No, I don't.
Steve Harvey?
No, I just feel like he is opening
Nothing's
a
wrong with
box.
it. Nothing's
He's
wrong with
opening
that.
a box.
You gotta find your niche. You gotta find that lane, that thing.
No, I don't care about his success.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the bigger problem because he highlights the bigger problem. I can look at Derek Jackson and Steve Harvey and say, okay, you're telling women this, you're telling women that.
Yes, and
Like,
they
but
awaken us
nothing
and
you
they
ever-
empower us to get
No,
out
but
of that bad
nothing-
relationship, to understand that man's not good for any man that doesn't do this, and this. That's not your type of man. It's the same. It's an
No, it's
awakening
not.
for us, but it hurts men. Every man.
No,
ain't
but
like
it doesn't
that.
hurt men.
Every man ain't
It
like
hurts
that.
family.
Every man, every family ain't like that.
It hurts
But at the end of
family.
the day, it's again these self-proclaimed people based off analysis and research that they've done. On top of that, plus experiences, able to speak their truth and able to analyze people in different situations and whatever on their
Steve Harvey didn't have
platform.
no statistics.
That's all I'm saying.
No, neither one of them do.
No.
That's
It
why I'm
don't-
like, what are you talking about?
Statistics or not, y'all, it's about the awakening of people. What they're saying is not wrong. I can't sit up here and say,
Men
well,
don't-
everything Derek Jackson said is wrong. No, it has some truth to
Nobody
it.
said he was all the way wrong.
That's what I'm
we're
saying.
saying.
It got some truth to it. With statistics or not.
But
That's
this
all I'm saying.
personality
With
is the
statistics
direct
or not,
problem.
based off
This is what I'm trying to tell
experiences,
you.
whatever, how y'all want to slice and dice it. Stuff like that need to be heard on both sides of the spectrum. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
I don't agree with
our
Derek because he
point
lives in
is
double life.
We've heard that side of the spectrum
Forever.
forever.
And that's fine. But guess what? It's needed.
We're speaking from a different side
And
of the
that's
spectrum.
great. Now the men finally got a one guy to scream for y'all.
No.
Congratulations.
But we're not trying to do battle of the sexes,
And that's
Gigi.
not what I'm trying to do. All
So
I'm
what are you
saying
talking
is,
about?
Because all I'm saying is, I hear where he's coming from. Everybody's like, you're getting so defensive when you're hearing the truth. Nothing's wrong with the truth, but to not agree with it doesn't make me wrong. Like, that doesn't make a listener wrong
But
to not
Gigi,
agree.
We're
Just
not
like,
trying to do wrong and right. That's what we're trying to tell you. Like, we're not here. It's not a contest to say, you're wrong, we're right.
No.
Like, that's not what it's about. We're talking about if the black community wants family, because we're last. Like, yes, it's cool. I don't have a problem with someone saying, oh, you're beautiful, you're strong, you should go out there and get that job. I'm saying to you, there's another side to it. Because if your goal is family, all that people telling you what you want to hear sounds good. You'll listen to that all day. The moment someone steps outside of that and says, all right, they told you what you want to hear. We need to tell you what's real and what you need to hear. Because telling you what you want to hear all day, you don't grow in that at all. Like, all people do is walk around telling you. Yes, it is.
You can't say that.
There's no growth in just telling you what you want to hear.
I don't know. I guess we'll agree.
If I tell you what you need, like,
We'll
there's
agree to
sometimes
disagree.
people need to look at you and say, my sister,
We'll
this is
agree
who
to
you
disagree.
are currently.
And that's
And it's not
fine.
you.
Pull my
I'm
card.
talking
No,
about
I
women
know.
in general. I'm saying sometimes
I know that.
we've had a large part of black women are single. That's a problem. That's not
I
like
wonder why.
That's not a
Because
joke.
a lot of our black men aren't stepping up to the plate and being these providers and these fathers, and it goes
but
both
Gigi,
ways. I'm not here to say
as a man,
people are right. I'm not
as
here
a
to
man,
go back and forth.
Men don't
I'm just
stand up
saying
and
it's-
make excuses for why we are where we are. We don't
Just because
blame,
y'all don't say it out
we
loud
don't
don't mean
blame
y'all don't
other
make
people.
excuses.
No, we don't.
We don't
Just
blame
because y'all
other
don't say it
people.
out
We don't.
loud.
Gigi.
Y'all don't say it out loud, but
Black-
y'all will continue on. Not all men, not like y'all specifically, but majority don't own that. They don't own where they fall short. That's all I'm saying. As women, majority of us don't own where we fall short. I get it and I respect that.
So
but what I'm saying is, it's also
the majority
if
of black
somebody
men you know
positively,
don't own it?
if somebody positively pours into you to awaken you and awaken you to become a better person. You feel me? What's wrong with that?
I will say this.
That's what I don't
I'm going to
get.
play devil's advocate for a little bit. I love you,
Thank
Gigi. I
you.
do. However, I will say this. In our community, we don't often pour into our men. We are very much hard on them, making it not such a safe or easy space to be vulnerable, to have a weak moment, to feel anything less than that man in your life. Because we as a culture, okay, my man makes things happen. He makes shit shake. And in the moment that he does not and he feels less than, we don't make it easy to come and say, baby, I messed up, or baby, I this, or baby, I fell short on that. You know, so with that being said, men have built this exterior, this interior of almost like Teflon. And unfortunately, shit bounces off. You know, nothing gets through Teflon.
Nothing penetrates
right.
that.
So when he needs to be emotional or vulnerable or any of those type of measures, it's difficult, whether it be personal or whether it be showing you support and love and that kind of thing.
Right.
So so I understand what they're saying on their end, that it's great for someone to be like, hey, uplifting, that's
Yes.
awesome, but you need a man and a woman to make a family.
Yes, you do.
So
Hell yeah.
you need
And
that
that's
you
why
need
I
that
said-
mindset. It can't just be fuck niggas. We can't sit at the single women's table
No.
forever.
No, we
Or you
don't.
can, and a lot of y'all
No,
do.
we don't. What I'm
Yes.
saying is, I can't explain it. I guess we're going over each other's heads at the table.
Are you
'Cause
serious?
I guess we are. I'm lost. I'm lost within the conversation because all
can't
I'm
be
saying is, Derek Jackson, yes, he may seem like he's pandering women, but he's also telling a woman what not to expect from him. He's also doing, do you get what I'm saying, what Kevin Samuels is doing. No, he might not use statistics, but he might be like, hey, and this is not the type of man you want today. Watch this type of guy, and and awaken her for her to be a better woman, to select a great man, to create a family. It's still the same. I'm lost in the
But what the fuck is he backing it up with?
I'm lost with the disconnect.
I don't even
Because he
care.
doesn't have statistics.
I don't even care if he
Is that
doesn't
what it
live
is?
what he speaks. I don't, because I think that you could be a homeless person and there's some value to what you
I
say
agree.
about
Can be.
finances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even care that he's not living it. I'm saying to you, he has a purpose. Yes, he panders to women. Steve Harvey's the exact same person. He panders to women, but he panders to women because he's on a daytime television show. Who is sitting at home watching daytime television shows? Women. I understand it. That's another nigga that's not living what he's preaching.
Right.
And that's fine.
Right.
I'm saying to
Because
you.
we don't know how Kevin Samuels living.
And that's
facts.
That's
fine.
absolute
All
fine.
And that's all
I
I'm saying
don't
to
care
y'all.
that
That's
any
it.
of them may
How
not be
Kevin
living.
ruffle women, Derek Jackson ruffles men. That's all I was trying to say. That same parallel. So they're just doing their thing. Okay? They're doing their thing. And whoever can gravitate to whatever message the best, good for you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what? Uplifting and building the black family. Correct? or am I lost?
No, it's about you dealing with your inner shit.
Yes,
That's
dealing
what
with your
it's
inner
about.
shit to create the beautiful black family. Because before I can pour into anybody else, I have to be poured into myself. I gotta understand my purpose. I gotta understand what I'm here for and what I'm here to do and what
But
I gotta
if
do.
all I tell you,
I'm
if
lost.
all I tell you all day is you're great and you're a queen and don't let niggas do this, you never look at your own shit. That's all it is. You never do. All you do is, it sounds good, so keep telling me. Keep giving me compliments.
It's no challenge put to you.
It is
keep
challenges
giving-
there. Just because he delivers it in a better way doesn't mean he doesn't challenge the woman. I think that's where I'm getting the disconnect. Because you get challenges. Like, if I watch certain videos, it does open up my eyes like, damn, oh, I did allow that to happen. Wow, I need to awaken that within myself. He didn't have to call me a 6 for me to recognize that or to understand
some people,
that.
I think that his approach, some people need that. Like, it's harsh, but sometimes, like, it's like raising children.
Right.
You may have 2 or 3 children.
Right.
All of them can't be raised the exact same way.
Hell no.
Yes.
One of them is going to need the
Super
harsh
emotional.
truth. Like, nigga, you bad. You just need, like, you
But it
you
goes
just
down
are.
to the person.
But, so yes, he's necessary. And I think part of it is growing his brand. But
Okay.
what I take from it, like I said, is building black family. And as a woman, the last time I checked, women don't get down on one knee. They don't. Men do. So for you to want someone to get down on one knee, and I have to ask you, what's your goal? Because
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
want to be
hearing,
married before I have children. That's why
what
I've
I'm
been
hearing,
waiting.
I remember meeting
have
a
a
young
husband.
lady maybe 6-7 years ago, 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me her parents, she was like, oh, I'm just out here traveling, living life. And she was like, yeah, my parents told me don't worry about family. Don't worry about building a family, getting a husband, getting a boyfriend. You just need to live your life.
Live your life.
And this is at 29. That was a huge problem with that message for me. And that's their child.
Right.
You can tell her whatever the hell you want to tell her.
Right.
The problem is, all that does is leads her to be single when she's 39.
Yeah.
Because you told her to go live her life. Every year that you're out here living your life and just like not being worried about family, there's a new girl coming up every single year that's 21,
Right.
22, 23. Like, do you think your value grows as you get older? I don't. Personally, I think it lessens, whether you have kids or you don't. And I never, like, the whole kid thing, me and him can't, like, I understand when he says, because I've seen men say, I don't really want to date a woman who has kids.
Kids. Yeah, I seen
That's
all that
not,
crap.
that wouldn't have been my personal thing because I
I
don't
don't
care.
think that's fair. I think you should date who you want to date.
Preference is preference.
think
It's
that's
not really
fair.
a
Yeah.
fair situation.
That's
Preference is
real.
preference. And
But the brother
he,
had 8 kids. I'm like, I don't want no woman with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
because
damn.
he probably don't got his kids.
Damn.
Somebody else does.
You
He
know,
needs the
but
freedom
teach his own.
to roam around and make more kids.
Right.
Yeah. So you can be number 9.
Damn. Continue.
Yes. I'm gonna get Gigi on the bandwagon. I'm on all bullshit aside. I don't have a problem with Steve Harvey.
I know you
I
don't.
don't have a problem with
I
Derek
know.
Jackson.
And I don't have a problem with
I
I
do.
Derek
may not like either one of them as far as, because to me, I'm about being straight up, being
And that's
genuine. I don't
me.
think either one of them are genuine at all. Like, I think that Derek Jackson is an asshole, and I think he tells you how he genuinely feels, and there's no, like, he's not pandering because it pays or something like that. Like, you did speak to the fact that he says, hey, I spoke to men for a while. Nobody was really like, it didn't catch on. I spoke to
Right.
women and it
And
caught
now
on.
it's turned.
And even now, like, he still he talks shit to men. He told the one kid who was 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like,
remember
bruh,
that.
you're 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're overweight and you broke. What does a woman want from you? I've never heard Derek Jackson or motherfucking Steve Harvey talk to a woman like
Because
that.
that wasn't they.
Ever.
They lame.
Okay.
He created a lane. I'm just saying.
Okay. Anyway, that's our time for today, y'all.
Y'all say I'm hard-headed.
Oh, we're going to get out of here on that note. Gigi, where can we find you?
You better follow me at JIGI_DENIRO, baby.
Tiffany.
Yes, you can follow me on IG at Tiffany Felicia. No, that's TIFFANY FELICIANO.
And you can follow me at JULIOATL_.
And you can catch me at the.co.show. Again, that's at the.co.show. Tiff, what is the podcast
Oh, yes.
Instagram?
Yes,
sir.
Lord, finally.
We don't do that like that.
Whoa. We out here working behind the
We
scenes.
getting it together.
Killing this
So
shit.
we got new merch coming soon, new website coming soon to buy merch, and our new Instagram is the_CO_show_podcast.
Underscore. I'm playing.
And it's at the bottom of the screen.
I'm joking.
No underscore, just underscore in between the CO Show podcast. So please go check us out. We'll be putting up videos, reference videos, all that great stuff. So yes.
And that's our time for the day, y'all. We out.
Peace.